Alright, my name is Sandro Page, and today I will be speaking to you about Game of Thrones. So, first off, we have Khaleesi, the Sand Snake Martell, and the Theon convoy traveling to Westeros. There have been a lot of people who have said that they think that Cersei Lannister will probably die by the end of season 7. I actually do not believe that to be the case, mostly because from a story aspect, you have to think about where is the story leading, and if she takes back the Iron Throne before she takes back the Iron Islands, it's like watching the Premier League finals and then coming back and watching the rest of the season, like the regular season. It doesn't make sense. You already have won something that is greater than what you are now going to get. So I don't think from a writer's aspect it makes much sense for her to actually go to King's Landing directly. You also have to look at the story from a whole. The, the story is definitely surrounding the White Walkers, and I'm not discounting them. They are a serious threat that must be dealt with. But the story at its heart is actually speaking about who is the legitimate king, who is the rightful person to sit on the Iron Throne. So I think the King's Landing must be the last destination for the people, the elements in the story. I think it must be your last stop. It cannot come before. So I think that somehow Danny, through taking the Iron Islands, will become entangled in what is happening in the north and decide to put King's Landing on hold. You also have to think about the reunions that we are, we need to get. So they already allude to her looking for an eligible bachelor to align herself with, and Jon Snow is probably the only eligible bachelor that we could even see ourselves, putting her with, even though technically that is his aunt. The show is traveling in a very, very unique fashion in that way, because now you have to think if what I'm saying is correct, that what will be the conflict in King's Landing. And I wouldn't be surprised not to see as much in King's Landing, but I would say that Daenerys is probably the person with the least animosity towards Cersei at this moment. You have Jaime that is still there. You have the Martells that had been supplying King's Landing with food. There can be conflict without there necessarily being physical conflict, if that makes sense. So I think that anything is happening in King's Landing, it will probably be between Jaime's reconciliation with what Cersei has done, and also with the probably social rioting that will be going on in King's Landing because of her basically becoming the first dictator of the area. I'm pretty sure that Bran will be further exploring his newfound abilities and probably giving us little glimpses of the past. I think that he has a large amount of plot armor, which will prevent him from dying at least until Jon Snow's lineage is brought up. Until Jon Snow has to learn of his lineage before Bran dies. I'm then that's the only thing that would make sense. That's just so. But if you like videos like this, comment below and subscribe up top. As always, just leave comments and let me know your fan theories, and if you like videos like this, I can always make more. But as always, this is Sandro Page, and cheers.